So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite movie, which is Mid-90s. Mid-90s is a coming-of-age movie which stars Sonny Soljic as Stevie. Stevie lives in 1990s LA with a single mother and an abusive brother. To get away from this toxic home life that he has, he starts hanging out at the local skate shop and befriends the skaters that also hang out there, and through this he learns how to skateboard for the first time in his life. So this movie is directed and written by Jonah Hill. It was kind of a passion project for him. He wanted to work on it for a really long time. Jonah Hill grew up in the 90s around urban hip hop and skateboarding, and I think that helps bring a really personal perspective in his approach to creating this film. I also think that because he is so experienced with the subjects that he is touching on in this film, he has a huge respect for them and the culture. So he's making sure that it comes through and translates, and people that are a part of that culture will enjoy this film. So I think when you watch this, you really see that come through throughout the movie. This film was produced by A24, which A24 makes great movies every time. Very rarely do they miss. And if you want to get specific, the film was produced by Scott Rudin, Eli Bush, Jonah Hill, and Mikey Alfred. As well as directing and producing the film, the script was also completely written by Jonah Hill. The film features an original score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, as well as featuring a number of popular songs from the time period, including many 90s hip-hop songs and artists that Jonah Hill admired during his childhood. A couple examples I'll give are the Wu-Tang Clan and Tribe Called Quest have songs featured in the movie. I think this music really helps capture the time period, and I also think it helps capture the setting of the film very well. It just really puts you back in that time period with this music playing along with what you're watching. One thing that I think is really cool about this movie is that Jonah Hill decided to cast multiple well-known pro skateboarders, including Sonny Soljic, Nickel Smith, and Ryder McLaughlin. So if you skateboard, you know these people and you've seen their skateboarding. So it's really crazy to see them cast in a movie and see them act so well. Nickel and Sonny have a dialogue scene that still, I think about it almost every day. It's so powerful, and just to see these guys who you've only seen as skateboarders before act and do it well is really, really cool. This is the first time an A24 producer, Scott Rudin, and Jonah Hill have collaborated together. However, it wasn't the first time that they tried to do it. Jonah Hill was very close to playing Adam Sandler's role in Uncut Gems, but unfortunately, due to Jonah Hill's busyness with working on the script for this movie, as well as shooting for his show Maniac, which was airing on Netflix, and if you haven't seen it, that show is great. Scott and Jonah would not be able to work together, but it would come soon because Scott and Jonah Hill would later collab on Mid-90s. And it's evident throughout the entire film that the two meshed together very well creatively and respected each other's ideas for how they wanted the film to come together. So I love this movie so much because it stars multiple pro skaters whose skating I already followed and loved. And it captures skateboarding in the most detailed and the most accurate way that has ever been represented in film, TV. Pretty much any media outside of skateboarding has never showed skateboarding in the way that this film shows skateboarding. So it's really sick. And as a person who's grown up skateboarding since I was a kid, it's just cool to watch this movie, and I can relate to these characters, especially Sonny, just watching him learn how to skate and push himself because he really loves it and really wants to get better at it. It's so cool, and it just reminds me of a younger version of myself. So it's really sick to see that displayed in a movie. And I think Jonah Hill did an amazing job. I love Jonah Hill going into this movie, but to see what he was able to do with writing and directing this movie is super sick, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for the future. So yeah, that's why I love Mid-90s, and you guys should go check it out.